Hello and welcome to my paper pumpkin alternative video. So today's video, I wanted to remind everyone what the original design for your paper pumpkin cards were. So you made 2 of each of these cards, and I chose to kind of get inspiration both by these as well as just looking at the materials. I tried to make it where I used only the things from the kit, with the exception of I did make one card where I used a Whisper White card base to kind of show how you can use the stamps without having to use all the different embellishments if you don't want to, the things that come in the kit. And say you used up all your materials, you can still use these these unique stamp sets to create all kinds of wonderful things with just the stamps that actually came in the kit. So these were the cards that it came to make, and let me show you what I created alongside these. So this first one here, this one gave me similar vibes to the original lemon one, but I chose to switch up this the order, and it looks like I forgot to put some of these embellishments. Let's go ahead and do that now. This one, I didn't make it a huge change, and that was kind of what I was going for. I didn't really want it to be a big change. I thought that this is one where if you were to get your first paper pumpkin and you wanted to do the same type of thing, right, this would be a low-key way to kind of practice doing things your own way. So there I go. I've added some sequins. I've changed up my sentiment. I've changed the direction. This piece was exactly 4 1/4, so I knew that it would make a pretty good banner across the width of my card. So I liked that. I popped up this lemon here, but this was the sticker. I adhered both of these and then finished that off. Then this is one of those cards where I use the bones. So this sheet here, right, had your large pieces and then your strips, and I used the piece that went around here that ended up having essentially a beautiful frame, and I was like, I'm gonna use this. So I tilted it off to the side. I added my sun and my pineapple, my sentiment, and I thought that this one with the shininess of the gold was just fantastic. And again, I didn't add, oh, hello. I didn't add any dimensional or any sequins here for this one, but I definitely could if I really wanted to. But I thought this one kind of had a lot going for it right now, so I was like, I'm gonna leave that off to the side. So next, this one here, I used some of these leftover strips that I hadn't used yet. Added the sequins, the pineapple in the middle, the You Are Loved has been raised up. What I liked about this card is that the yellow from the pineapple is essentially opposite to the yellow of the back of the card. So it kind of brings all those colors in together, which is really nice. Next, let me show you the next thing I used, using only the things from the kit with the exception of my scoring. So I actually created a little box. So instead of using this card base to make a card, I actually used it to make a little box. And this box, I haven't been playing with it enough to open and close it to make it happen smoothly, but so I did a little bit, and I thought this sentiment was perfect, right? A little something to brighten your day, and you could put something inside, right, that would be a nice little gift for somebody. So for those who are very astute, you'll notice this was the original score line in the from the card base, but I thought that this worked really well for a little card. Note, this is not food safe, so like if you put a cookie in here, it would definitely, the oils would leak through. But you could put, so say for example, you were gifting this to your friends who are, or maybe fellow crafters, you could put, for example, here's some, let's see, Here we go. So like here's some twine. Let's use one that's not quite as fat just in case. So here's some regular twine. We could do that. Let's say we wanted to give the leftovers of these embellishments or a stamping spot, right? Those would all fit in this little box. And I can tell you what those dimensions are if you leave a comment in the description below. This is one of those where you can make this size box for any card base that you have. So this box is 3/4 of an inch tall. And let's see, I don't actually remember how wide I made it. It is 4 inches wide. So it's 4 by 3. So 3 inches by 4 inches by 3/4 of an inch. So it makes for a nice little card, a nice size. So it'll definitely fit some things in there, but not so large that it's, you know, kind of cumbersome. But I liked that. I liked that it still looked like the sun was coming out and that it was something 3D rather than only cards all the time. So there's that. And then the last one, this is the one where I actually, so all the previous cards I made using only the things in the kit. The thing I did differently here is I made very simple card, but I made it using a few extra items. So in this case here, I still used my sun right here, and I stamped the entirety of the background with the sun, kind of intentionally making it all over the place. I did not want to like try to have a pattern and then it would look weird if like the pattern was offset for one of the rows, for example. So I really didn't want to do that. So then I really didn't want to have any of those go to waste, but if you wanted to, you absolutely could have used more of those strips. I actually have an entire sheet I haven't used yet. So I totally could have used like 2 of them, for example, or 1 of them as my background here. But I kind of didn't want it. I felt like if I had used 2 of them, which is this width here, the sun would have seemed kind of gobbled up. And if I had used only 1, it wouldn't have done quite what I was looking for the Hello Sunshine. So I did stamp this on another piece of Whisper White, and then I cut that out by hand using my snips. I did the same thing here. I cut this out and then I colored it with my blends. I kind of wanted to throw in the same sorts of colors, so I actually colored it with the 2 Daffodil Delights, the light and the dark, and then I did the same for the Mango Melody. So I did make sure to kind of keep it in the yellows, but like if you only had 2 colors, you totally could do it with just, you know, 1 yellow if you really wanted to. That part doesn't matter too much. So, oh, looks like I've just killed a little bug. My bad. But maybe I'll add some embellishments there because I haven't actually done that yet. Here, let's do that now. Open up my box because that's where I put them. So, ooh, hello. Got caught on this little twine. Let's put an embellishment there. And another one. Oop. And I am using simply my nail here. You absolutely could use something more designed for this. So for example, here's my take your pick tool. I happen to have the nails to be able to do it. You just pick it up with the putty end, put it where you want it, boop, and then let's use up this big old fat one here too. Let's see, oh, hello, don't stick there. Let's put it right here. There we go. So that's not super obvious that there's dead things there. I have my window open, you see, and that is the reason why we've got. It's just such a nice day out, so I kind of wanted to take in the night air. So that being said, those are the creations I have made using the Paper Pumpkin Kit Box of Sunshine. And again, note I haven't used yet this box here, the stickers that go to decorate the box. So there's definitely that I have yet to do. And then I still have 2 sheets of these that I haven't used yet. And that same sheet of stickers, again, completely unused, that I can use for future projects. And then obviously, yeah, see, still have my sequins. Looks like I've still got, let's see, that's 20 sequins left to use. And obviously this stamp set can be used over and over and over again. And I haven't even used one of them, the one that says smile. I could have absolutely used that on any of these projects as well. So that being said, if you've got any questions or you would like me to describe in greater detail than what you'll find on my blog, feel free to ask, but I will show images of these designs on my blog in case you have questions as to which materials I used, and then I will link below also how to create a subscription. If you would like to subscribe to next month's Paper Pumpkin kit, I will actually have an advertisement for what that's going to look like. It is all themed with like fireflies and moonlight, and the color palette looked really enticing. So if you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to come back later this week with more projects. Feel free to subscribe below so that you can see those when they go live, along with the blog posts. If you need anything, questions answered, or you wish to get in touch for any reason, feel free to let me know, and I will do my best to answer all of those questions. I'll see you later. Bye.